first, go ahead and introduce yourself and tell me a little bit about, what you do.
I'm François de Frocourt. I'm a solution engineer in Madeo. I work in IT since 14 years now. I'm specialized in storage.
Okay.
But in a new journey with Madeo, we have to replace and to build a new network between our data center. And when we start to think about it, I want to open my mind and see what is the new things we have on the network topics. And I see the network disaggregation. We are a small company. So for me, OCP, it's for the big one.
Yeah.
And I want to challenge ourselves to buy and to run some stuff like the big does.
Yeah, and have access to the same thing that the larger companies do.
Exactly.
So then how are you two connected? A little about yourself.
I'm Kelly LeBlanc. I'm the Chief Marketing and Product Officer for IP Infusion.
Okay.
So IP Infusion is a software company. We've been in business for 25 years. And in fact, Francois is using our flagship product, which is called Oknos, which your readers will love to know it stands for Open Compute Network Operating System. So we've been with OCP since the very beginning.
Okay, fantastic.
And I like to help customers like Francois make the journey and to transition from legacy equipment to open networking equipment and to help leverage our software on OCP compliant hardware.
Okay.
And that's what we were actually talking about on stage today.
Oh,
earlier.
fantastic.
Yeah.
So then how did you connect? Did you reach out looking for something new or did you find Open Compute?
I came to IP Infusion. I asked directly from LinkedIn, I think. And we came to exchange about our needs. And my aim point, it's about CapEx. So we have to have a low price insurance to invest in, to do an investment. But this investment have to be good for 10 years.
Okay.
This is our perspective.
That's your perspective. Return on investment, 10 years.
Exactly.
It's much more critical when you're a smaller company, right? Being small. CapEx typically being very important to a small organization.
Because our point of view, we don't change network often.
Okay.
So we have to do the right choice for the next 10 years.
Okay.
That's why we open our mind. And we change IP Infusion, and we have directly good relationships.
And how did you find out about IP Infusion? Was it through LinkedIn or through a different trade show? Or
through LinkedIn, because I do my technical search on LinkedIn and technical. Yes, my technical search on LinkedIn, and I see a post of IP Infusion, and like I read some things about Cumulus and other contenders of IP Infusion, but I engage with IP Infusion first.
Okay. And so you saw the value that IP Infusion provides, probably from your advertising on LinkedIn or something you've posted or shared, and then you introduced Francois to your product, your software, your open networking.
Yes.
So it was first, here's the value, here's what I need. I have to make the massive investment, has to last for 10 years. And then you said, okay, this is the solution, right? That will get you the results you're looking for.
Yeah, it was a great fit because he had a case we're used to. So he had some aging Cisco equipment and he wanted to expand his network, not only for capacity, but with new features.
Okay.
And so he put us through a test. It was very interesting. He looked at many things. He looked at Cisco. I know you looked at Sonic as well.
Yes.
He's keeping his mind open to many things. But what he learned with us is he could get all of the new features such as EVPN, VXLAN, and then the standard BGP features that he needed all through open standards.
Okay.
And then when he checked our hardware compatibility list, he could see you have options from Edge Core, from UFI Space. Then they had the different ports and capacities that he needed. So I remember when we learned about your case, and I remember you telling my team, well, why not? Let's give it a go. And then I guess somehow it worked. Yeah.
And then, so at that point, were you moving to all new hardware, or were you migrating with existing hardware on software?
He completely replaced our data center switches.
Okay.
And the main aim is about to migrate from layer 2 data center to layer 3 with EVPN and VXLAN.
Okay. Fantastic. And then, so what do you have now? What, as far as OCP hardware, or can you speak to, what you first started deploying or recommended?
Yes, he's got a great case because he's on both Edge Core and UFI Space.
Okay, fantastic.
Switches.
Edge Core for consolidate spine and leaf, and UFI Space for the border router.
Oh, okay, great. And so how long have you had that deployed?
Since 8 months.
8 months.
If we had the plane, we want to migrate to the UFI Space to have the hand of the BGP public stuff. So we have to go this weekend.
And so you have the opportunity, you're here, they're here, and you have the opportunity to interact with them directly to try and evolve product or different product that you might select from them?
Actually not. We only use the open networking.
Okay.
Actually, we are a French system integrator, so we have city council, hospital, SMB and enterprise customer.
Oh, okay.
So we have plenty of different customer needs. So for us, CP, it's CP about the compute is not the main case.
Right.
But for the networking, I think
for networking it is.
We will have another use case for our customer.
And so far the results have been positive, or?
Yes, positive. But we are a cloud service provider for our customer. We have certain needs who doesn't have a customer. So when we have to change completely the core network of our customer, we already propose IP Infusion plus Edge Core and UFI Space to replace their tiers.
And is there feedback from your customers of why not go with a legacy provider?
To be honest, we had invest ourselves with IP Infusion to be ready to propose the complete solution to our customer. Yeah,
because it's a change. It's a big change. And not all customers are comfortable with it on day one.
Or even doesn't know that this ecosystem exists.
Right. Yeah, I've heard that multiple times, especially from end users. Yeah, fantastic. So why the open route? You started your approach with IP Infusion was these are the goals. You have requirements around 10 years, good return on investment, things like that, and then you recommended open as a solution. What made you say, yeah, this is the right way, versus going with a legacy vendor?
The legacy vendor, it's lock-in. We see that with VMware actually, so it's a big deal. On time, but for the network, it's complex topics for our customer, and we want to open their mind. That is not only the Big Four, the Cisco, Juniper, HP, and Dell. So for us, it's really a good opportunity to provide something new.
Something different, a differentiator for you.
Open.
Yeah, freedom of choice, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, fantastic. So what's next? So you've made the switch. You're getting feedback from your customers. They're happy.
We are happy because we got to IP Infusion, and I think the next step is to build some automation about around IP Infusion, maybe with Maestro, and we have to find the good customer to propose the complete solution.
Okay.
Yeah, I think maybe this year we will have the right customer too.
Oh, fantastic. So do you have at IP Infusion automation solutions like on deck, ready to go?
Yes, in fact, in January, we announced our new IP Maestro product. And so it is a point-and-click GUI-based management solution for our Oknos. And so Oknos is running on the, over 50 OCP-compliant hardware platforms, and Oknos can manage all that with IP Maestro through point-and-click.
That's fantastic.
Through a single GUI.
Do you find, and I mean, I hear this, but do you find that customers, I don't want to do open because it's more complex or it's a different skill set, right? Is that what this is pointed towards?
Is just making life easier for folks who don't want to do CLI. And we made CLI really easy because we made it industry standard.
Right.
So one of the things Francois told us from the very beginning, he said, okay, I know how to use your CLI because it's very similar to my old one.
Oh, good.
So, okay, good. I don't have to train my team. But what if his team doesn't want to use a CLI? We give him the option to do a GUI with point and click as an alternative.
Yes, because customers don't have the time to invest, to understand and be effective on the network stuff. So I think this kind of product it's mandatory to be more easier to adopt.
Yeah, user friendly.
SMB or enterprise customer.
Yeah, I think it sounds like that's incredibly important for enterprise customers in our ecosystem with OCP's histories. So often, most of the customers are larger and very sophisticated and have teams that can manage new technologies like this. But on the enterprise side, I think we need more solutions like what IP Infusion provides so that the switching barrier isn't as difficult. You're not training customers, right? Or you're not training your customers who don't have the time or want to invest in learning something new or
exactly.
Okay.
And for me, OCP, it's came from the big needs with a lot of experts. And for us, we want to come from the down and to propose a comprehensive and complete solution for our customer.
And still leveraging all the benefits that the big customers have, as you said in our earlier part of the conversation, is, if it's good enough for the hyperscalers of the world and very large users, it's something you can take benefit, but not have all the overhead internally that those companies have or have to develop this. That's great. I mean, I think that's what
we are here to go with our customer to the journey to change and open their mind about network.
Fantastic. What advice would you give to other enterprise companies that are maybe don't have a solution right now with their legacy providers?
For me, it's very important to challenge the legacy contenders.
Move away from legacy.
Exactly.
And then when they've made that decision, they say, okay, Francois, I'll move away from legacy. What's the first step for them as they try and enter our ecosystem or learn about OCP or open networking, Sonic, whatever it may be?
It's easy because IP Infusion is it's already a standard on the network protocol, on network features. So it's a simple step to go to the open network.
What's the biggest misconception you think that people have about open? Because it's it's not the most popular today.
Complexity and.
Well, I can share on stage what he was talking about. One of the biggest misconceptions was support. So and in fact, it really resonated with me because this comes up in every single customer call. So there's always skepticism, or people are timid because they don't know if they'll be supported.
Right.
And so what we talked about on stage is, what is it like to be supported by IP Infusion? Is there 24/7 support? Yes. So there's a full TAC ready to talk to a real human anytime that he needs. So I think that's something that the whole open networking community can actually do a better job to talk about, how we can support the customers. It's not that you have to do all the research on your own.
Right.
We can fully support you.
Yeah, that's not just a technology you're selecting, but really a full business solution.
Yes.
You can buy the on-shelf solution and not on-house. So for customer, it's time consuming to understand, and with IP Infusion, it's ready to go solution.
Fantastic. What's one thing in the next, let's say next year or 2 years, you see, a shift in networking or an opportunity you think might exist for your customers?
Complex question. I think AI will be the main topics to evolve the network.
And is that in managing network or in leveraging network?
I think leveraging network.
Leveraging network. Big change. Fantastic. Anything else you'd like to leave before we close up?
You can easily change legacy solution to open networks
without jeopardizing anything. And maybe some advantages. No lock-in.
No lock-in. Performance, because like us, we replace 10 years old switches. So when you go to new stuff, you will have more buffer, more bandwidth, and more performance globally. So,
but you could, if I had legacy, say I had a legacy vendor supporting my business, and I 10 years later bought new legacy equipment, I'd get a performance increase. What's different?
You are locked with the legacy consultant, so you will not have benefit if you stay with Cisco or Juniper.
What about customization opportunities?
Actually, I think you can do a lot of automation with the open source ecosystem. So you can do it with open network too.
Okay, fantastic. Kelly, any last remarks from you?
Well, I just want to say thank you.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Welcoming us to your conference. And yeah, OCP did great research, because what happened in this story is we announced a press release with Medeo in January, and OCP contacted us and asked, with the story, could we come and speak? And then so we were so happy for this opportunity. And then also thank you for having it in Lisbon. It's really a treat to be here, and the weather's gorgeous. Oh yeah. I didn't know what to expect, and it's been so great to be here. And thank you for your time. Thank you for joining us and sharing your story with us. I think it'd be super helpful for other enterprises and other integrators to understand what both your companies have been able to achieve, and hopefully repeat it. Thanks, Rob.
All right. Thank you, guys.
Thanks, Rob.